He's gonna let me. There we are. Let's see. Oh, what the heck? Let's do the patch wall. There we go. We'll do the patch wall. At least part of it. Maybe I need to change orientation for the patch wall. Let's see. Can I change orientation for the patch wall? Nope, orientation is locked. Don J, how's it going, man? I'm stuck for a little while doing something. Figured, what the heck, let's do a vehicle live. We'll just green screen the background, but it looks like I'm stuck on rotation, so I can't show the whole thing. I need to get more patches for my patch wall. I wonder why it won't let me. I guess I have to set up the orientation as I start the live. Oh well. That's a shame. I figure we'll answer any questions for anybody that pops in. We're still working on the 26 and the 43. Oh, right on. They got their slides. That's awesome. Guess I'll have to remember that next time I do another one of these. We'll have to change the orientation. How are you liking your slides, Sanjay? Oh, maybe I'll end that once I get on the road again. It's going to be a little while, though. Got at least half an hour. This whole California thing's wild, man. We've been talking about it and talking about it, and it looks like if California passes that, we might just cancel sales. And part of it is because the system that we use for everything is that we cannot halt sales of certain products. We can block states, we can block, certain people, but we can't block products. And so if it's one of us, if it's, if it's my shipping manager, our shipping manager, she could check it, no problem. But if it's one of the other employees, they might miss something, and then we accidentally mail out something we're not supposed to. So if California passes that thing, maybe. You might just need to leave California, my dude. I don't know. I hope you guys fight this really hard. Because the slides won't be illegal and the parts kits won't be illegal. But if this passes, we can't sell barrels and we can't sell completes. That's the problem. And all it takes is one mistake, and then all of a sudden we're getting sued by California. Which is super unfortunate, because if the first one passes, 1127 I believe it was, then they can't buy new Glocks. But they can still modify their old Glocks, as far as I understand. But then the second one is what really screws it up, is the barrels. And so I just hope the barrel one really doesn't pass. I mean, I hope they both don't pass, but, you know, out of the two, I really have to push against the barrel one. And for those of you just joining us, we're talking about California Assembly Bill 1127 and Senate Bill 704, which will ban Glocks in the future. Pretty much, yeah. So you guys already have Gen 4 and Gen 5 banned. So there'll be no new Gen 3s coming in. And then the other one makes background checks for barrels. So you can still get slides in, technically. It's just, I don't know, man. It's, and I can see, I've seen the other businesses do this before too, where they just don't want to take the legal risk, because that's what happened to Polymer 80, and they just started getting sued by cities and states. And it's like, if we were end up in a legal battle, we really couldn't afford it. Maybe we could get the GOA on our side, maybe, but I don't know, man. I mean, the GOA is already in this fight, so is FPC, so some of the local California pro-gun organizations, where they are pushing to fight 1127 and 704. So I really hope it passes. I mean, I really hope it gets defeated, not passes. Because it's just wild. Other one, of course, is Michigan, but it hasn't made any movement. Michigan has just, I guess, completely shelved it. I guess we'll change out the green screen again real quick. Let's see here. Let's go to Stiffler and let's throw in, I don't know, how about you? It's almost right. Let's try this one. There we go. SM19 Hellet complete with a copper barrel. There's a 10-day waiting period for it? Yeah, man, keep buying what you can. And I mean, honestly, if I could find a gun shop that's like local to California, that I could then sell my slides to there, if they just picked them up every couple of months, that might help. Because it's more of the shipping issue. Is we don't want to accidentally mess up that someone from California orders a barrel and we miss it and it gets shipped out and then there's a problem. Because we're just a small family operated veteran owned business. Like we don't have the funds to fight frickin' Newsom and his garbage. We're not Glock or Smith & Wesson or Ruger. We just don't have that kind of, we don't have that kind of war chest. They do, though. Yep. California definitely has that kind of war chest. I mean, they all fought Polymer 80 to a standstill, millions of dollars. Part of their problem is they were headquartered in Nevada, unfortunately. But yeah, we foresee a lot of Californians buying Glocks in the coming months, because we got 4 months left until that one supposedly goes into effect, if it's approved. So, I mean, we really hope it doesn't. Thank you all for just joining us. Stiffler Manufacturing here. We create slides like this one here on this build out of 17.4 stainless steel. Chatting Don up about California Assembly Bill 1127 and Senate Bill 704, where they're trying to ban Glocks and make barrels require background checks. Feel free to comment, ask questions, chime in whenever you like. On my lunch break, having a salad while I chat you fine people up about how 2A is the way. Talking about our slides. 17.4 stainless steel, designed for the Gen 3 19 and 17. We are working on the 26 and the 43 next. They all come with Trijicon RMR flat optic cuts. And they're all made in-house in Arizona. Cerakote too. Wide variety of colors, like this Arctic white here in F series. But we've got black and tans and camos and reds and blues, purples, FX series, which is kind of like a gun candy, lightning stencils. Hey, Brookside, what's going on? Yeah, that's Arctic white, and I love the way it looks with a copper PVD barrel. Looks very sweet. Have to push you all to support California in their fight against 1127 and 704, so Californians can keep getting Glocks and not have to do background checks for barrels. I mean, how do you even background check a barrel? They're not serialized, it's just a part. It's not the frame or anything, it's not the actual firearm part that the federal government recognizes. How do you background check a barrel? Makes no sense. What are you gonna do, start serializing barrels? And everybody drink some water, it is hot today. Frick, it's 10 a.m. It's already mid-90s. Once it hits noon, it's going to burst over 100 easy. For us, that's a really cool day, actually, because the other day it was 115. But all of you drink some water, stay hydrated. You can't move and groove if you're not hydrated. Can't react to contact, engage the enemy. Drink that water. Right on, man. Gotta love you a Snapple. Saying goodbye to your family for having automatic ghost barrels. Oh, that's funny. The automatic ghost barrel 9000 shoots 80 magazine clips in under half a second. Some of those Snapples are loaded with sugar though, man. Don't be wrong, I like a Snapple too. But right now I'm drinking some mountain spring water. Yeah, we could still ship to FFLs, and that'd be more trackable, easier thing for us to do, Don. And honestly, if you knew some businesses that were looking for slides and completes, yeah, we could do that. I've tried reaching out before, but we're still kind of a new business, you know. We're still we're hitting our 3rd year this January. And some of the industry doesn't really trust you till you hit 5 years. So, is what it is. Work side. You can't hunt with this. It'd cook the deer too. That's tasty. Tasty, tasty water. Besides tea, I've cut most of the caffeine out of my life too. Have to say it has made me tired, but as I'm coming out of my caffeine withdrawal, I guess. But staying motivated. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Good to go then. Yeah, Don, we could probably do that. I mean, if you know any, feel free to reach out and show them to us or tell them about us. Because that would create less issues. Because if then it's a large, it's a large order, or even if it's a small order, it's easier to track from a business because we do dealer orders or wholesale orders different than how we do individual orders. So it's a different kind of tracking. Got my big jug filling up the little bottles. Oh, thank you all for popping in. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing, where we turn bars of 17-4 steel into slides like the one you see before you. We also do all of our own Cerakote work in-house with a wide variety of colors: red, white, blue, black, desert tan, flat dark earth, burnt bronze, purple, green, all kinds of stuff. Camouflage, stencil work, courtesy of Tactical Penguin. And if you like complete slides, like the one you see here that's on this frame, well, almost complete. As you can see, it's missing a couple parts. But we use ELD Performance barrels, and we use SCT Manufacturing upper parts kits. Oh, right on. Which slide did you order? Yeah, it is, Pat. Welcome. That is Arctic White. Now I'm out of my mountain spring water. I'm switching over to... Crap, what's the label on this one? I guess the label came off. Eternal. That's the word, Eternal. Man, we had a bunch of those when I was overseas. Like pallets of Eternal water. And what was that other one? There's a little purple bottle with a lot of Arabic on it. I forget. Eternal. B-lem Turbo for the Glock 19. Oh, right on. You check that out on our eBay page. Sweet. Yeah, eBay is the only place we sell our B-lems. Right on. The Turbo's sweet. Front grip serrations, top window for porting. I like the Turbo. I got a Turbo with me right now. Can't show it to you guys or YouTube would have a total fit, but yep, I've got a camo Turbo, OD camo, with a Siley Wolfx Pro red dot, ELD Performance barrel, SCT Manufacturing parts kit, and a PSA frame. So that's what I'm carrying today. Oh, right on, your Tucson? Man, happy to have your business. I wish we had a storefront. We do not. We sell everything online, though we do sell some of our slides to the hub. So the hub in Tucson, Mesa, and Lakeside, they have some of our slides. Though they haven't made any new orders recently, so. Just got your first pistol 3 days ago and looking to put a red dot. Oh, right on. For red dots, you might want to look at Gideon Optics, Siley. They're a little more affordable, and they work pretty well. I've already done some drop testing and some range testing of them. I need to take it out to the desert and do some more work on it once it gets a little cooler. But the Wolf X Pro I've got right now, I like it. And it's fairly affordable. This one here is $230. They got some other models. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive. I'd show it off, but YouTube would have a conniption. Oh yeah, and we do dealer pricing for businesses, so if they want to do, you know, a small order or a large order, whatever. I mean, we just got done with the shop yesterday, and we had 280 stripped slides raw. No Cerakote, we haven't done any of the prep work, and they're just sitting on the table getting processed today, with another 50 in the machine. So 330 slides total. So I mean, we're in the volume game, but if they need something a little more, you know, small, if they need 10 slides, 5 slides, 20 slides, we can do that. Oh yeah, good to have a stock slide or a stock build around. Definitely not a problem with that. And then another one you can play around with. If you're looking for a cheap way to begin just building, start with a PSA frame. Some people crap on them, but they work just fine. Sometimes you got to polish the rails a little bit and do a little bit of extra deburring work. Like this PSA I have right here, it was black, the rails, and we polished it down to its stainless finish. And we noticed it ran a lot better after we polished the rails. Still doing that a lot faster than the director of the ATF. I joke, I know he had a switch on it, I get it, but it's still funny. The Glock is one of the easiest takedowns I've ever seen. The only other one I've seen that's kind of close is like the Ruger SR series. Hey, FE Ordnance, what's going on? I'm out and about today, having lunch, figured what the heck, let's do a live. Talked a little bit about California's issues going on. Oh yeah, we have copper PVD barrels, Pat, in standard. We don't have any imported or threaded yet. Oh, for 26s? Not yet. We're working on the 26. I wish PSA had 26 frames. Yeah, the Beretta wasn't very hard, as I recall. It's been a while since I've shot an M9. But the Beretta wasn't bad. Oh, no worries, FE Ordnance. Thanks for popping in. I greatly appreciate it. C. Cole, what's going on? Welcome to our live. Stiffler Manufacturing here. We turn bars of steel into gun slides like the one you see before you. And we're just chatting that up, talking about firearms, talking about the Second Amendment. California's got 2 bills that'll basically ban Glock and turn barrels into FFL background check items. So we're talking about that a little bit. Right on, Angel. Hit that range, man. You know, every once in a while we go to Zona Tactical since you're local. You might see us there sometimes. We'll be there with our Stiffler shirts on, so. Sometimes we're there. Sometimes we just go out to the desert, especially once it cools down. Sasquatch or Squanch. Squanch, what's going on, man? Okay, so with the legislation, so you have Assembly Bill 1127, if I remember right, and they're basically saying that come 2026, if this passes, there'll be no new Glock sales from vendors, from FFLs, from dealers, from gun shops, whatever. There'd be no new Glock sales. And then with Senate Bill 704, I believe it was, they would turn barrels that go into pistols like Glock into FFL background check items. So you could only buy them through a gun store, and you'd have to do a background check each time, which is insane. Mason, what's going on? How you doing? E123. Yep, the Gen 6 is supposedly coming. Unfortunately for Californians, anything above Gen 3 is already banned. Yeah, definitely lame. I definitely don't approve of it. For us as a business, it would affect us because we would then not be able to sell barrels or complete slides to Californians. And even though we could still technically sell strip slides and parts kits, just to alleviate any shipping concerns, we might have to stop selling to California unless it was to a direct gun shop. No, they have not learned. They're going to try every single time. They will pass this law more than likely, and then they will end up in a 1 to 2 year legal battle with GOA, FPC, and some local California organizations that are pro 2A. And they'll lose once it goes up to the Supreme Court, or hopefully even sooner at an appellate court. But they'll basically just disrupt the industry for 1 to 2 years before that happens. And that's what they're looking to do. They're looking to disrupt the industry. They're looking to put smaller businesses out of business and make it harder. And then if anyone violates it while it's being debated or while it's being challenged, they'll then sue that business. Kind of like what happened to Polymer 80. Man, I've been waiting for California to fall in the ocean for like 10 or 20 years. Still hasn't happened. But I will say this, California is a big buyer of Gen 3 Glock products because that's what's available. So if all of a sudden they couldn't be buying stuff, it would affect the industry in sales and numbers. Not just us, it'd affect the entire industry. Oh man, thank you all for joining us. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, feel free. I'm just chilling here on lunch. Heck, I'll probably keep going it when I go out. Messed up my words there. I'll probably keep the live going when I head over to my next site. I'm getting some extra work in today on a side job. So, get that money up until fall hits. When fall hits, oh my God, our numbers are going to go through the roof with sales. Every summer, everything kind of dips down a little bit. People are out traveling with their families. Kids are out of school, so totally get it. But once fall hits, bam, sales are going to jump right back up. Especially once we hit Labor Day. That's right around the time, because we've got a sale going for that. We've got Glocktober going on. We're going to do something during Veterans Day, probably for the whole week. And then after that, we'll probably do another sale around New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So we got all those going on. 10 times more earthquakes happening. Glocktoberfest. Yeah, we're going to do a whole month-long sale for Glocktober. Not telling y'all what it is yet, but we're going to do a month-long sale on some specific slides. Same thing for Labor Day, it'll be specific slides. Veterans Day, it'll be a specific slide. New Year's, specific slide. You'll actually find out what the Labor Day sale is in about a week or two. We'll start announcing it. I can tell you it's going to be 15% off. 15% off stripped slides. Which slides they are, I ain't telling you yet. So you have to figure that out. Ruru Glizzy Doo, what's going on, man? I don't know, man. I brushed my teeth. My mouth feels pretty good. How about you? The flavor is Cerakote, which I don't recommend. They come in a variety of colors, Cerakote styles, stencils. Are we? We can't be the first one to do it. We used to use the slotted firing pin hole, but we adapted to the rounded one and it's just a better way to do it. Oh, I don't know. I'm partial to periwinkle, but I'm sure my Marine buddies would say something about habanero red. How about you? Which color do you like to taste? Should be able to. I haven't had any issues or complaints so far. Don't we all, Glizzy do? Don't we all? Let's see, what should we change this one up to? That right there is the SM19 Hellet in Arctic White. How about we show off the bright purple? There we go. Got one in bright purple. And we're getting those style of barrels coming in sometime soon too. Oh yeah, their production quality really shot down that last year and a half. The funny thing is, they were copying some of the styles we were doing. Like when we started making blended slides, where it'd be half one color, half another color, and kind of a blend in the middle. We were only doing that to test it out, kind of like see what people's interest was, and they went full force with it. And some people liked it. It's not a bad concept. We still make them with our Liberty slides in the Viper, where it's half USMC red, half NRA blue with Arctic white speckles throughout it. Kind of a red, white, and blue slide. Oh yeah, the Kranos slide was definitely really cool. Funny enough, a Stiffler employee helped name that slide, because we used to be right next to Leo Precision at one point. And we interacted frequently until we moved back to Arizona and they started getting all weird. It is what it is. They had some really cool slide designs, man. The Odin, the Symmetry, the Kranos. But then when they started copying stuff like the Crusher and the Zippa, that was just eh. The Kranos 2.0 was interesting too, where it had the Cub cuts as top windows for porting, while still utilizing the Spartan helm. Definitely a good design. They didn't need to copy stuff, they just had to focus on their own quality control and they would have been fine. But they didn't, and it is what it is, and they got bought out, and what happens, happens. Let's see here. Let's show off. I got another build here somewhere. Oh yeah, let's show off the Arctic. Our Arctic / winter camo. What do you guys think? And then this one we're using black, two kinds of gray, and Arctic white. So yeah, we're using graphite black, sniper gray, battleship gray, and Arctic white. There you go, Don J. I like this slide. I like this slide a lot. And this slide started out as a customer's request, because we can make anything in any kind of camo. So you can always reach out to us and ask. And it could be crazy weird too, like, hey, I want to do a camo in bright purple and green mamba and USMC red. Does it make sense? No. Would we do it? Yeah, you're paying for it. Go ahead. Reach out to us sometime. Let's see. Oh, and this one our SM19 Viper in Sig Pink. The porting is an Agency Arms barrel, and the porting was done by Superior Trigger. But the Cerakote's all us, Sig Pink. We're debating adding the Stiffler logo to it sometime, Don. We probably will. Let's see. Pop in one of our other old slides maybe, or maybe one of our news. Here we go. Here's a Viper in Arctic White. That's not popping up right. That's a shame. Let's just pop it back to this for now. Yeah, we're debating adding our logo maybe to the optic cut. Maybe put it on there. Maybe put it on the plate. Maybe we'll stencil something on the side. People are starting to learn who we are now, so I don't know. We might add it somewhere. But some people also like the clean, sanitized look with no logos. So there's that. Oh yeah, that was the SM19 Leonidas in Periwinkle. Yeah, we were just testing the laser to see if it worked. And it does. The question is, do we laser engrave it before or after Cerakoting it? And what you saw was after Cerakote, where it was a blackened kind of appearance, where it kind of cooked the Cerakote a little bit. We probably could have gone a little deeper with it, but I think it came out looking good. Oh, car crash. Well, that's unfortunate. Is it in my travel path today? Because that's all I care about. In Tucson, there's car crashes every day, all over the place. People here can't drive. Real unfortunate. But it is what it is. Thank you all for popping in. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing, where we turn steel bars into slides like this one here. We do all of our own Cerakote work in-house as well. Yeah, the white on black slide looks just really good. I know some people are doing the white slides, but I imagine white frames. But I imagine keeping the white frames clean over time has to be difficult. Oh God, I've seen that car. Yep, we're getting closer, man. We are getting closer. Once we hit those 1K subs, I am going to give a slide away. What if I should just keep this live going all day? Let people pop in and out. Check out this helmet build. I like the helmet. Before I was carrying this turbo around with me, I would often carry the helmet as my daily build because it's got the front grip serrations and it's got top grip serrations. Still has the optic cut. I wouldn't often have a need for ported, but I also really like how the turbo came out. So the camo turbo looks really sweet. And I just like it, so I started carrying the turbo around. And I'm not using a ported barrel with it, just carrying it as is. I like it. Looks really good with the tan frame. There might be, but I don't know if YouTube has a way to do it mobile. It'd be cool if I could do it as like a slideshow. Here we go. Here's a few options we have. These are slides we brought to SHOT Show 2025 back in January. Actually, I think I have the whole SHOT Show set up. Let me see here. Yep, I do. Here we are. So this was us at SHOT Show 2025 in Las Vegas, and we were there with MC Armory, and so you can see our slides down there on the bottom. And we're going again next year in 4 months, 5 months. So we're going there again to Las Vegas for SHOT Show 2026. And we'll be showing off our slides. We'll be there with MMC Armory, meeting and greeting, talking to people. It's going to be fun. Oh yeah, thank you. Those are Hunter Orange. Actually, I can say this about October. We will have Hunter Orange slides on sale in October because it's October. That one should be obvious. Orange slides are almost always on sale in October. But as for what we're doing for Labor Day, you're going to have to wait a week or two. And for what we're doing for Veterans Day, you're going to have to wait a couple months. Oh, excuse me. Water down the wrong tube. Actually, today's not a bad day. It might starting to be cooling down a bit. Today's only 95 so far. It should be 100 right now. Here's hoping. I'd love to get back out to the desert to do some range videos. And as much as we use Zona Tactical and a few other places, range fees. I'd rather just buy more ammo. You can go out to BLM land and shoot. All you have to do is just clean up after yourselves. It's not a big thing. Damn, the 50s? I wish. Jacket weather out shooting? Heck yeah. I'd like it to be a nice 68. Get to a nice 68, get out to the range, or get out to the desert, shoot, do a bunch of videos. You guys can see our slides work. We had someone who was having a lot of difficulty with their slide recently, rather their build, and they couldn't figure it out, so they sent it back to us, and we went to the range, and man, I dropped 150 rounds through it just like that. Thing was running like butter. Only issues I had was this new kind of ammo we've been starting to use, Scorpio, or Scorpion, or maybe it was Scorpio. Every now and then I was getting, I don't know, duds, but I guess not even really duds. So the firing pin would strike the primer, and it'd be a good strike. It wasn't light, it didn't over-penetrate. It was a good, solid strike. Round wouldn't go off. So, you know, you toss those aside, whatever. But for a few of them, I was like, okay, this is happening a little bit. Do a slight re-rack and strike it again, and then it would go off. And it was only that brand of ammo that was doing it. Gotta leave those bears alone, man. Alright, heck, I'll keep it going. I can switch it to driving for a second. And then I'll put the green screen back on. Stopped here to have my lunch. Not even sure I can really call it lunch. I have like, you know, 4 to 6 small meals a day. veggies, protein. In the morning, I'll have like oatmeal and stuff. But yeah, we'll stop over here. I got to drop off some slides to the post office too. I got those with me now. Sucks my morning live got interrupted by that phone call, but hey, we got some stuff handled and it's all good. Keep the business going. Got to keep the phone on you though. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Where there's a lot of construction on this frickin' road. Man, we were good up there. Had about 50 or so people in there, but dropped off near the end. Oh well, it happens. A box of PMC 45 I had puffed up in smoke, and the rounds went like 100 FPS, all 50. Damn, what the hell? Stuck at a red light. Let's see, after this... You know, that used to just not be trusted anywhere. Guy's walking around with a handkerchief wrapped around his freaking head. Post-COVID, though. Oh, there it goes. Looks like we had connection problems there for a minute. Don't even know if you guys could hear me. Don't know what happened there. Usually that only happens when I'm working in the machine shop. Okay, so you could see some of what was going on. Okay. Yep. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to drive through the city and see what you see, but sometimes it's also freaking weird. One of these times I might do a live and I take you guys like some of the historical sites or something. There we go. Oh, yep, head off to the post office, get these slides dropped off. Won't take too long to do that. Probably chill for a second, and then we got to head up on a long trip. I wonder if I can take you guys past the Air Force Base. Maybe see some of the planes flying around. That might be pretty sweet. Yep, California's wild. What else did we talk about? We talked about some of the slides. Had some people chatting it up. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, through the doubles. All right. Must be in a hurry. That dude's just talking to himself, pointing at stuff. Right on. My favorite are the street dancers. You just see a dude walking down the sidewalk and just dancing. And I'm like, dude, it's a... Yeah, okay, cool. It kicked up to 100 degrees. Not even 11 yet. And they'll just be dancing on the sidewalk, walking across the road, dancing. I mean, some of them are just tweaked right the fuck out. But it's kind of funny. Kind of entertaining. Yeah, dude probably needs a restroom, yeah. Nope, ambulance. Godspeed to you, gentlemen. Godspeed. Ambulance is going off all the time. Way too many car crashes in this city. Yeah, I might end this one once we get to the post office, and then after I'm done there, I'll probably start another one up once I have to head up. Man, how far do I have to drive? Probably 20 miles. So that'll be a nice long road drive, or road live. Chat it up again. And if we're lucky, I could take you guys by the Air Force Base. We'll see. We'll see which route I'm going. Maybe we'll see some planes flying. We got A-10s and F-16s. Occasionally get F-35s out here. All right, there's a post office. Roll in here and drop everything off. All right, y'all have a good one. Thanks for popping in. Thank you for those likes and new subs. And as always, stay 2A every day.